Hi everyone. So I thought I'd pop on to make a video just to let you know that things are probably going to get a bit more heated over the next few weeks and months as everything starts to crumble really. I've been quite lucky actually. Most of the things I post, if people think I'm weird or annoying or a Fruit Loop, they're probably saying it behind my back more than to my face. I haven't had that much abuse over the past year. I had woken up to quite a few messages today that were not very nice. Is that the right word? And so that's why I'm making this video, because it was just sort of a reminder that these people are lost in fear. And that's a really horrible place to be, and it's really sad, and I do actually really feel terrible for them. Waking up and looking at my phone to being called some names was not very nice, and I had to take a minute to not retaliate to it, because that's old me, and new me just knows that this is anger, this is fear, this is, low vibrational feelings coming out to people that are not feeling the same way as other people. The way I see it is like, if you don't drink alcohol and you're out on a night out and people are like, why aren't you drinking alcohol? Why aren't you drinking alcohol? Drink, drink, drink. And they can't comprehend it sometimes. Not saying everybody, but this is just an example. Is because if they're doing something that, I don't know the right word. I'm not saying this like to be like condescending or anything, because I've been an absolute party animal, but it is a lower vibrational thing to do. So, or like if somebody's on a diet and you're on a diet and you break it and you want them to break it as well because you're doing something that is, I'm not saying bad, or do you get what I mean? When you're doing something that is not of the highest vibration, you want other people to join you with it as well. So if you're lost in the fear, I'm just trying to be in their position. So if you're lost in the fear and you believe that this is a deadly virus and that people that aren't wearing masks or aren't locking themselves up are completely selfish, then it's triggering something inside them that's retaliating it to you. But our job is not to stop and argue with every single person and try and prove why your point's right or their point's right. Our job is to speak our truth wholeheartedly, and everything that you do find out to be the truth, share it. And it is not down to you how another person takes that on. If they're not ready to hear it yet, like I kept saying, well, you've got nothing to prove otherwise. And it's like, if they're believing everything that they're told, which is fine, I'm not saying that's wrong or right, but if they're believing everything they're told, no matter what I share to them that I've seen, they're not going to be able to comprehend it. They're going to have that cognitive dissonance in full force, and it wouldn't matter because they're just going to shut it down. It's only when people go, hang on a minute, these things don't add up, that they're then ready to see what you have to show them. So someone could come to me with 10 pages on why I should wear a mask and be in fear, and I'm not going to believe them. And I could also have 10 pages of why I believe they shouldn't wear a mask and not be in fear, and they're not going to believe me. As I've said many times, and so is everyone talking about it, there's two different timelines, and if you are in the fear, you're seeing that in your reality. So you're seeing overworked staff and overrun hospitals and people being ill or people dying. So you can't hear what we're saying, and we can't see that, or can't see it to the point where we think that we should be locked up for a year. So we can't hear them. All we can do is speak our truth, and that goes for both sides. Like, if they've got their truth, that's fine. That's what I said. Like, we're going to have to agree to disagree, and everyone's allowed their opinion. But it's just a warning that it's probably going to get a bit more heated as everything starts to crumble. We can see what's going on behind mainstream media and all of the places that we're looking. We can see what's happening, but it's sort of not going to it's not out there for the masses yet. When it is, they're going to need us. So for me personally, I'm not telling anybody what to do, but I haven't blocked anyone. They've probably unfollowed me now. I don't know, but I'm not going to block anyone for abusing me, because they're going to need me soon. And I'm here for that. One of the things was that I'm selfish, and I know in my heart that's not true. Like, my whole life, I've done everything for everybody else. And you know, if I thought that this was a deadly virus, then these masks would work. I'd wear a bunny suit if I thought that it was gonna protect other people. So to be called selfish, but old me would have been like, I'm not selfish. I needed to prove it. But new me is here, and I know that's not true. So I'm sorry that you feel like that. But that's not true. And what they believe that they're doing. No, what they're doing, they believe is right, okay? And they believe that they're doing this for their family members, for the world, and for humanity. That's fine. What we're doing, we believe, or, you know, we know the truth, and we know that we're doing the opposite for that. So in actual respect, nobody's being selfish. Everyone's doing what they think is right. And we are just completely missing the point. Like, we're just so programmed, all of us, you know, I'm having to unlearn this, that our way is the right way, and you know, I know this to be true, and we can't hear each other. And what the people in power have done is made this so confusing and so ridiculous on so many levels, so that it doesn't make sense. So, you know, the average Joe is arguing with another average Joe and not going to the top, which is what they've done. You know, your Labour or Conservative, your religion or science, like they've made it so divided throughout, you know, our lifetimes, thousands and thousands of years, so that we argue with each other and we don't go to the top. But we know that this is crumbling. We know this isn't going to be much longer. So the whole point of this is just to say that it might get a bit crazy out there. It might get a bit nastier, but if we stop and try and argue our point with everybody, then you know, that comes our way that's not agreeing with us, we're never going to get anywhere. So keep speaking your truth. Let people have their truth as well. They're entitled to that. And then just be here to hold the fort when they need us, because they will need us. So yeah, hope you're well. I hope I got my point across okay. I've just sort of rambled, as I always do, but I love you, and I'll speak to you soon.